In Minnesota, actually in Minneapolis, there is a dish up there affectionately known as the Juicy Lucy. It's I think it's ground chuck, very fatty beef patties with cheese in the middle. It's absolutely delicious. Because this is a fitness recipe, we're not going to create a Juicy Lucy, but since my wife is not videotaping, the name of this recipe is the Juicy Jennifer. And what this is a healthy version of the Juicy Lucy. And I'm just going to show you real quick. We have already pre-rolled out beef patties. We're using cottage cheese, ketchup, our cooking spray, oats, and, taco seasoning. And in the end, I'll kind of tell you roughly about how many calories, and then we'll kind of go specifically when you see the credits how many calories are in it. So we need to get our stuffing. What in the Juicy Lucy, this would be cheese. The healthy version is we are going to use cottage cheese. So I'm going to spoon some cottage cheese in here into of course, our Ninja that we use all the time. Going to so we put in about a cup of cottage cheese, put in about 2 tablespoons of ketchup, and then we're going to sprinkle in some taco seasoning. Okay. Pop the top on. Colin, if you can scan in on that. That is our stuffing to the Juicy Jennifer. Now what we have to do is we have to take our beef patties. Now what I did is I took about 8 ounces of beef. I sectioned it off into 2 different sections, and then I rolled them out very, very thin. The bottom section that we're going to put in is smaller than the top section, and you'll see why. So take that off, take part of our mixture, and we're going to spoon it right in the middle, right here, and right there. Now, the reason why you do a larger patty over the top is so it will go over the top of the existing patty. If you put this, if your patties were either equal, or if you put one on top of the other, the coverage won't be there. So what you do is you have your small one at the bottom, you put your mixture in the middle, which is cottage cheese, ketchup, and taco seasoning. Then you take your larger patty, roughly, let's say it's about 5 ounces, maybe the bottom one is 3 ounces, and you put it over the top. Now what we're going to do is we're going to crimp. We're going to crimp the meat together. We're just crimping the beef patty together. You can keep it rolling, Colin. Okay, so we have our mixture. Now what we're going to do, add a little kick to it. We're going to add in a little bit of oats. So we already have the mixture in there. We're going to add in a little bit of oats. We're going to throw the top back on, and then so one thing that that we have here is the mixture is just a tad too thick. So what we want to do is we're going to actually add in some egg to it to thin out the mixture. Put our top back on. Okay, this thins out the mixture just a tad. And what we're going to do now is we're going to spoon this on a plate. Combination of egg, oatmeal, cottage cheese, and ketchup. We're going to take our patty with mixture, we're going to dip it on one side, dip it in the other. Now the other one, if you notice, is not a dip. It doesn't have a dip to it, so you can do it either way. We simply put that on the grill. Okay. Now you put these on the grill for, it's kind of based on how much you want them done, whether you want a medium rare, well done, roughly about 30 minutes on each side. And we have the temperature right around on the skillet, about 350 degrees, flipping it often. One of the things Jennifer mentioned, Jennifer, the dish is named after you. But one of the things that she mentioned was we mixed everything together. We put eggs, we took our cottage cheese, taco seasoning mix, along with the ketchup, added in then oatmeal and eggs, mixed it all together, and then coated the top and bottom with it. One thing Jennifer mentioned is you could take out the oatmeal as an option. You could put in everything minus the oatmeal, almost like a wash, put that in the eggs and then roll it in the oatmeal at the very end. Or you can do it this way. Either way, it's fine. Each of these patties is going to be roughly around 500 calories, and the protein content is going to be in the range anywhere between 60 to 80 grams, 60 to 80 grams of protein no matter how you make it. The reason why we use this quantity is it's not necessary to have a bun with it. If you wanted to have a giant sandwich, feel free to add a bun with it, but this is the perfect size for your down day. If you want a 500 calorie meal as one meal for your down day, this is going to make the perfect quantity and size and calories. So, the Juicy Jennifer is getting ready to be taken off the grill. And we have, putting that mixture over the top, not only does it improve the flavoring which seeps in, but it also kind of protects the top too. So what you have, this is the Juicy Jennifer. Cut it open so you can see that what's in the middle. 2 beef patties on the top and the bottom, filled with the mixture that we made, and with everything else, getting ready to enjoy it. This is a recipe that you can customize to whatever you want. You can put any filling that you want. You can put vegetables on the inside. You don't have to put the top on it. The actual Juicy Lucy recipe calls for no coating at the top or the bottom. So you could just put a filling in your burger and do 2 thin layers and have a middle part and the top and the bottom. This is just our version, 500 calories, about 50 to 60 grams, or 60 to 80 grams of protein.
The Juicy Jen really hits the spot.
So guys, what's the verdict? Is it good?
Very good.
Yeah.